Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. I am the two-time, the Boxing Award-winning The Boxhead, and we all remember Jeff, right? So once again, I'm here at the PNE. Got a few things lined up. The pig races weren't on last year; they are this year. That's the first thing I wanted to get out of the way. We also got some jousting, which was here before the pandemic. They're back again this year. I want to do that, and of course, Super Dogs are one of my PNE traditions. I come to the PNE, I always do the Super Dogs, I always do Jimmy's Lunch, I always try to get some of those mini donuts. So let's see what we can knock off my list. See you around.
Alright, PNE, are you ready to see some racing pigs? Well, we've got them. Welcome to Ace's Flying Pig Races. I'll tell you how this thing works. We start off here. Who has never seen pig racing before? Hands up. Okay, hands down. Well, we are proud to bring to the PNE the wonderful sport of pig racing. Here is how it works. Similar to the world of motocross, where you watch your favorite drivers race around the Indy 500 for that cash prize. These Porky Piggy pilots will be racing for the produce prize. Fresh fruit and vegetables. It's what they love the most. It's what fuels them the best. It's what makes them the fastest racing pigs in Canada. Kids, take note. Fruit and veggies is the secret. We even have a piggy today that needs to be named for the last day of the PNE. Do you guys want to name a pig today? Then we will do that before the final race, so don't go anywhere. We start off with our first set of racing pigs. There's one way to get these piggies out of their barn. It's with a big old suey. 1, 2, 3. Suey! Then make some noise for the first racing pig. It's Kevin Bacon. Next up, get ready to rev your engine straight from the Dukes of Hazzard. It's Boss Hog. Next up, prepare for an out-of-this-world racing extravaganza with Ham Solo. And last but not least, in our first race, straight from his role in Top Gun Maverick, it's the Flight Commander, John Ham. Team reps, get those launch flags up in the air, wave them high and let them fly as we get ready to launch these piggies here at the PNE 500. 3, 2, 1, go! A double reverse launch. Team 4 maintain the lead. Team 3 coming on the inside line. Team 2 and 1. That looks like a win for team number 4. Make some noise for all of these piggy pilots. Team reps, put your launch flags back on the edge. Head back to your stations. A round of applause to our team reps, everybody. Good job. We traveled all over Canada. I hear some of the worst pig jokes around. I also hear some of the best. Oftentimes, those are one and the same. So I've made the top 10 list of pig jokes, and if you have a better one, I'm happy to be beaten at my own game. So share it with me at the end of the show. Coming in at number 10, what is a pig's favorite musical? Hamilton. Number 9, what do you give a piggy with a rash? Ointment. Number 8, what do pigs like to listen to? Ham radio. Number 7, what do you call a pig that plays basketball? A ball hog. Oh, number 6, what do you call a good-looking pig? Handsome. Yeah, you're getting it. Number 5, how does a pig write love letters? With hogs and kisses. Aww. Number 4, why are pigs so bad at cooking? Because they're better at bacon. Number 3, what do you call a pig with 3 eyes? Pig. Think about it. Yeah, it takes a second. Okay, it's a thinker. Number 2, what is the difference between a politician and a flying pig? Nothing if you take away the F. Think about it, takes a second, slow trickle, okay. Number 1, what happens if a pig eats an edible? Vancouver, what happens if a pig eats an edible?
You get steak.
It becomes a pot-belly pig. Give yourself a round of applause, you made it all the way through. We move into round number 2. There's only one way to get these piggies out of their barn. It's with a big ol' suey. 1, 2, 3. Suey! Then make some noise for the piggy prodigy himself. The one, the only, the notorious P.I.G. Next up, get ready to groove to the rhythm of the racetrack with the pop sensation of piggy racing. It's Britney Spare Ribs. Next up, we get serenaded by the piggy sensation with a soulful trot, a squeal as smooth as honey. It's Amy Swinehouse. And last but not least, for race number 2, let's get the groove on with the one, the only Snoop Hoggy Hog. All right, folks, this is what we're waiting for. Be sure to share photo, video with us at Aces Flying Pig Races. Team reps, let's get your launch flags up in the air as we get ready to go at Aces Flying Pig Racing Show. 3, 2, 1, go! A triple reverse launch, double axel twist. Team 2 now taking a new lead. Team 1 coming in for the inside on second place. Team 3, Team 4 from behind. That's a win for team number 2. Make some noise for these piggy pilots. Team Reps, put your launch flags back on the edge. Head back to your stations. Round of applause to our Team Reps, everybody. Well done. Are you ready to name a pig? Oh, this is awesome. We've come prepared just for the occasion with an official birth certificate and everything. Gonna make it legally binding and all. I need the help of someone from team number 1. It won't be a kid, it'll be an adult, somebody who can read. Would you help me out? What is your name? What's your name? Say again? Skittles. Everyone say hi, Skittles. Hi, Skittles. Take the mic. Say hi, everybody.
Hi, everybody.
Nice. Here is your job. Best announce your voice. Take the birth certificate. Read it out nice and loud.
I, Skittles, do hereby witness on this date
Blank. We'll fill that in. Keep going.
the official naming of the
Blank. The pig. Yeah, we'll fill that in. Round of applause, everybody. Very nice. Thank you so much. Have a seat. Keep the microphone. I'll use that in a sec. We start with team number 1 as we try to name our pig. Sir, would you give me a letter?
B.
B. B is in bumblebee. Not P as in pig. Sorry? Right, yeah, okay. B. All right. Coming over to team number 2. Maybe a vowel. A, E, I, O, or U. Ma'am, would you give me a letter? A. Okay, B, A. For team number 3. Sir, would you give me a letter? G. B, A, G. And for team number 4, sir, would you give me a letter? E. B-A-G-E. What's the pronunciation on that? Hard G, soft G, beige? Beige, like badge, beige? Like gauge, but with a B. Beige. Beige the pig. Give a round of applause to Beige the pig. Cute. Okay. Oh, hold on. I state your name. Do you hear my witness on the stage? September 3rd? 4th? 4th. Final. Yeah, final. My goodness. Okay. September 4th. Beige the pig. Hilarious. Okay. So, if you... Oh, and 2023. Otherwise, you, my friend, are going to get sued. You are legally responsible for this pig, as the one reading it out. That's why I'm not doing it. So, come on, stand over here. I'll read this guy out again. Make sure that's all nice and good. I, state your name.
I, Skittles, do hereby witness on this date, September 4th, 2023, the official naming of Beige.
Yeah, Beige the pig. Round of applause, everybody. Cool. Here's the thing. We're not naming any pig. We're naming this pig. It's Piglet. It's not Piglet. It's Beige the pig. You don't have to take my word for it, though. There's a collar and everything. What does it say on the collar?
It says Beige.
B-A-G-E. Well, my goodness, folks, give yourself a round of applause. Teams 1, 2, and 4, and Beige the pig. My goodness, P&E, if you keep up this streak with naming pigs, we will come back every year to let you name the entire lot. Give it up again, everybody. Teams 1, 2, 3, 4, and Beige the pig. Oh, man. Then make some noise for the hero of Charlotte's Web. It's Wilbur. Next Next up, this little piggy is no ordinary trotter. She's got the giggles and the oinks just like she does on TV. It's Peppa Pig! Next up, get ready to witness the trotting tragedy himself of our friend Shakespeare. It's Hamlet! Last but not least, prepare for takeoff with the fearless leader of the Piggy Squadron, the trotting hero of the skies. It's the name of the game. Make some noise for Ace the Pig! Team reps, let's get those launch flags up in the air, wave them high and let them fly as we get ready to go at Ace's Flying Pig Racing Show. 3, 2, 1, go! And our lead on for team number 1, Team 4 goes cutting inside line. Team 2, Team 3 following behind. That's just maybe away to team number 1. Make some noise for all these piggy pilots. Team reps, launch flags back on the edge. Thank you so much for joining us, everyone, here at the PNE. This was Ace's Flying Pig Racing Show. Thanks for your time, everyone. We really appreciate it. So do our pig.
Coming up in just a few moments, get ready for full contact, real live jousting with Knights of Valor.
PNE 2023! How's everybody doing out there this afternoon? Fantastic. It looks like everybody here knows full well that you're about to watch two grown men get dressed up in 150 pounds of armor, mount on top of their 2,000-pound war horses like my horse Steel, to line up in each end of this arena, to take solid wooden lances in hand, to turn their horses towards each other and charge full speed, all in the intent to beat the living snot out of each other for your sick and twisted pleasure. What do you say? Oh, that's great, because then you're in the right place. For this, ladies and gentlemen, is the Agrodome, Steel's personal bathroom. Now, with that said, ladies and gentlemen, today you are going to see real full contact jousting. Now, as such, I need to warn some of the parents here, for parents who have little ones or older ones, that you don't want to expose them to any type of violence. This might not be the show for you. Please feel free to take the time, leave the Agrodome, and go and watch all the other great entertainment that the PNE has lined up. Okay. Now for all of you other terrible parents here, we are going to get ready. My name is Shane Adams. I'm captain of the Knights of Valor. I've won 20 international jousting championships for Canada. That's right, just goes to show you give a little kid a stick growing up on a horse farm, whether it's a hockey stick or a lance, and we're going to show the world how it's done. Some of you may have seen me actually on a hit TV show on History Channel called Full Metal Jousting. Now, the Knights of Valor, yes, is known all around the world as the elite, the best full contact jousting company in the world. But a lot of people don't realize we do more than just jousting. As a matter of fact, we also have sword fighting. And I want to know from you, the audience, what do you say? Do you want to see a sword fight? I said you want to see a sword fight! Well, it just so happens that we have two of the best sword fighters in the world here with us this week as well. So I'm going to have this side here. You, my friends, today will be cheering for the one, the only. That's right. Today, it is with great privilege and honor that you get to cheer for Sir David Benramé! And on this side here, you, my friends, today will be cheering on none other than Sir David's arch nemesis, the one and only Sir Carlos Dulce! Now, my lords and ladies, you can cheer for them, you can boo them, you can hiss. But what I want this PNE crowd to do right now is on the count of 3, scream fight. 1, 2, 3, fight! international guys. Unlike other international competitions where they treat this like the Colosseum of Rome, where the emperors would ask the masses, shall he live?
No!
Shall he die?
Yeah!
You bloodthirsty savages, you. But today, David, we find ourselves on the west coast of Canada, in the province of provinces, British Columbia, in the city of all flowered cities, Vancouver. And as such, David, we first have to ask permission. Mama T, you're running the show, so I need to know from you, what do you say? Shall he live or shall he die? It is now time for me to bring into this arena two brave knights who are going to risk life and limb in the most dangerous sport in the world. And as this is an international competition, I'm going to divide the crowd in such a way that each knight will feel equally cheered for, equally blessed. So then from that time clock up there in the center, all the way around to my left, up to the people running the show, Mama T and Don. Hi guys, how are you? For everyone sitting on this side of the arena, I said for everyone sitting on this side of the arena. Today, my friends, you will be cheering on one of the young guns of the sport. Now, this man started his career in jousting, about 6 years ago. This year, of course, he started with the Knights of Valor back in March. And in his first jousting competition, well, he landed flat on his back 3 times in a row. But since then, he's been gaining experience, honing on to his skill and practicing with the best. Yes, my lords and ladies, he's been practicing so much that just a few weeks ago, he actually won the World Championship title. Now today, you, my friends, will be cheering on one of our competitors from south of the border. Today, you'll be cheering on our American competitor. He didn't vote for Trump. So easy. Ladies and gentlemen, all the way from Colorado Springs, Colorado, how about a great big BC welcome for the one and only, the young gun, Sir Andrew Soler. And now, my lords and ladies, on this side of the arena, savages, I love you all, that's awesome. Well, today, my friends, you are not cheering for one of our young guns by any means whatsoever. Today, you will be cheering on one of the veterans of this sport. With over 18 years of jousting experience, this man has traveled all over the world and defeated some of the best. Now, in 18 years of jousting, well, he's received a few injuries along the way. He broke his leg, bone sticking out, the whole deal was awesome. He had 3 or 4 broken ribs. He's broken his hand 5 times. He's had multiple concussions. He's lost all of his hair. Seriously though, he's had 26 dislocated shoulders. But Andrew, this man's from Canada and has free health care. Today, my friends, not only are you cheering on a Canadian, you are cheering on one of the biggest in the sport, and I do mean by circumference. For in his armor, he's well over 500 pounds. Ladies and gentlemen, it's why we call him the Mountain. From Hamilton, Ontario, Canada, how about a nice round of applause for Sir T.J. Duquette. Today, TJ's riding his beautiful war horse, the beautiful Shire with the 4 white socks by the name of Dane. How about a nice round of applause for TJ and Dane? My lords and ladies, these are our warriors. These are your champions. How do you receive them? Give them your voices. My lords and ladies, are you ready for some full contact jousting? The knights come up and prepare to charge on. Now, my lords and ladies, this is where our show turns to the real thing. What you're about to see, however, is not just any style of joust. You're about to see one of the most dangerous styles of jousting known to man. As you see, in most styles of jousting, the armor was designed in such a way to deflect the impact force away from the knight's body. But in this style, our knights are actually bolting onto the breastplate a gritty grand guard and buff. That gritty grand guard is now the target. And when the lances come in and strike that target, they do not deflect left or right. Instead, these knights are going to receive that full force of impact of upwards of 5,000 pounds of force. Boom! Right to the chest. I said 5,000 pounds of force right to the chest.
Yeah!
Too late now, you ruined the effect. Thanks a lot. Now, for those of you who do not know what that feels like, feel free to step out to the highway and get hit by a pickup truck going 80 kilometers an hour. That is what it's going to feel like for these knights every time they go up and down this joust list, striking their competitors with these solid lances. Now, many jousting companies say that the Knights of Valor is just far too extreme, that we are putting unnecessary risk of bodily harm. Well, I guess they're right. And do you know why? Because I believe you, the audience, deserve to see the real thing, don't you? So our show is not theatrical. Our show is not choreographed. Our knights, they're not stuntmen, and they're definitely not actors. You can tell just by looking at TJ. With that said, though, these knights are professionals in the sport of full contact jousting. The lances we use, well, they're not balsa wood. They are not cut or drilled in any way, shape, or form. These lances are solid, 11-foot long, 1.25-inch Douglas fir. And it takes about 1,800 pounds of tensile strength to break these lances. And with that amount of force, these lances can break and fly towards you, the audience. So if you see a broken lance piece coming at you, it really is a broken lance piece coming at you. Duck, dodge, move out of the way, hold up a small child, use them as a shield. Winter's coming, you can make more. Now with that said, if a broken lance flies into the crowd and you get impaled by a broken lance, you can keep it as a souvenir. Now, there is a point structure to this joust. 1 point for a touch to that gritty grand guard. 5 points should a knight hit on target and shatter his lance in front of the van plate. That's the handle that they hold on to. And then ultimately, if a knight is able to strike with enough force to unseat his opponent to the ground below, that should be worth 10 points and perhaps victory here today. Now remember, the louder you cheer, the faster these horses will go. The louder you cheer, the harder these knights will hit. And you want a fast, hard-hitting joust, do you not? Knights, receive your lances. Knights, receive. Knights coming about. And the crowd goes crazy. 1 point, Andrew on the board with 1 point. Off target, TJ Duquette. Lance is still intact. Andrew takes the early lead with 1 point. Wow. Huge broken lance. Ladies and gentlemen, 5 more points for the young American. The score right now, it is 6-1 in favor of the young American. And the crowd goes wild! point. The score right now, 7-2, ladies and gentlemen, 7-2. And the crowd erupts with energy. Ladies and gentlemen, 2 broken lances, but TJ Duquette way off target. It looks like TJ was on a mission to send Andrew back to Florida, where he could apply as Minnie Mouse at Walt Disney World. That was a low hit by TJ, no point scored. But another broken lance for Andrew, 5 more points. Andrew now at 12. Ladies and gentlemen, it is 12-2. And the crowd goes insane! Broken lance that time, TJ Duquette on target. TJ now at 7, 1 point for the American. It is now 13 for him. 13-7. And the PD crowd screams! Another broken lance, ladies and gentlemen, for that American. 5 more points. Andrew at 18. Ladies and gentlemen, how about a nice round of applause for the winner of this first joust today from the United States, Andrew Soler.
All right, folks, we've seen the pig races. We've seen the jousting. I'm getting a bit hungry, so I'm going to turn to my Peony tradition, folks. If you remember last year, but if you don't, you'll see it.
But can you put some more on once you pass those over?
That's right, folks. I'm back for some Jimmy's Lunch once again at the Peony. Some place that, like one of my traditions, along with Super Dogs and the pig races that we finally got to see this year. They weren't here last year. And today's burger of choice is a deluxe cheeseburger.
Welcome to the arcade. Your game is ready to play. Please insert coin to start.
Over here, you are on the PlayStation team. PlayStation is much louder than Are you? Associate Dr. John Retriever. On the PlayStation side, you have a Pakistani by the name of Frogger. Allow me to cheer as fast as they go. I want the countdown from everyone. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. I just want to ask the team one question. Is that a false start? Would you like a rerun? Can they have a rerun? Oh, they said no problem. Let's have a rerun. Everyone at the countdown. Make sure the arms are leaving at the same time. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bring out the next pair of gloves. PlayStation side, Jack Russell Tucker. His name is Banjo. Allow me to cheer as fast as they go. Everyone on the countdown. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Score 2 PlayStation. Last call. This is the final. Winner takes all. Bring it on. Junior Masters. This is Skip. And Skip is an Australian movie, which is perfect. On the Nintendo side, you have Marvel's Mark. Winner takes all. I want to hear it. Countdown. Everyone together. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. PlayStation win. Everyone agrees with the Superdogs. Let's congratulate all. Now, I have one last thing to say. We have another event coming up. I don't know this one. I've never played this one. It's called Dance Dance Something. Does anyone know what it was? It was done years ago. They took the controller and put it into the map. Do you know what it is? Dance Dance what? Can't hear you. Revolution! I know, it's just a quiz. It's Dance Dance Revolution. Here come our dancers, and we have Trouble and Lego. Looks like we're running again. First of all, how many people in the audience must go up? How many people have a Super Bowl? Yes, all have a Super Bowl. Now this is what you can do with your dog. Come on out there. If you want to play frisbee, get a good frisbee, not the dollar store style, and then take that frisbee and make it the greatest thing that dog has ever seen. Play on it. The dog says, I love this frisbee. Then you take the frisbee and you roll it on the ground and turn it into a tree feed. And you reward the dog when he comes back, praise the dog, and all that dog wants to do is grab that frisbee and bring it back to you. Then you start with very short throws. Anything you can get, any catch you can get from the dog. Any catch works. And then you try to make it longer and longer. And the dog wants to get the frisbee, so much you can throw it. And soon, you have your own frisbee dog. This can take months. It will take a long time. What you do is you play with your dog, you communicate with your dog. So let's say thank you to you. Frisbee dog, don't forget. Wonderful way of playing. Now, we're going to go hijack with our super dogs. The little dogs are struggling. Help them out. Here we go.
Got Jeff and I some Prairie Smoke and Spice barbecue. Got here some rib.
No, 4:30. It's another hour after us.
We got home at 4.
Yeah. No, but that's we got up before this. That's like having a little session. Left there at 3:30. Yeah.
I'm gonna eat fat. I don't need you swallowing any more fat. Oh, the ribs are delicious.
Brisket is good too.
Yeah. I'm gonna have a little bit of that brisket here. I'm only having a little bit of it because the point for me was to give to Jeff for helping me today. You know, like my friend Jeff is helping me. He actually did a trip to Spokane. Got back last night. I know he's tired, but he's taking time out of his life, and he just as easily could have said, no, I'm too tired to help. I would have understood. So want to make sure that my friend is taken care of and he's getting good food that he enjoys. your friends take care of you, you take care of your friends.
Will be the 6th jackpot for the
Thanks,
day.
Disco Ben.
You're welcome. Now thank you for helping me. Okay, Jimmy's Lunch, Super Dogs, and now Mini Donuts. I've officially hit my P&E hat trick. Tastes like summer.
This one's for you, Paul. Stole it off of him.
Damn it! Hey, guess what, everybody? I found them.
Me too.
All right, folks, that's about it. I got everything I came for this year at the P&E, did my traditions, and I hope you enjoyed the video. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye, everybody.